Hi, I'm Chris Miller, and for my research project, I focused on classic Mimbres phase pottery, which was years 1000 to 1150 AD, and this was an ancient culture in the Southwest. The Mimbres, and specifically the classic Mimbres phase, were part of the Mogollon culture in roughly the fifth phase of Mogollon culture. The Mimbres were perhaps best known for a very distinctive and intricate black on white pottery, especially bowls featuring animal motifs, geometric patterns, and cultural icons. And you can see in the map on the left, that's kind of like the overall Mogollon culture. And on the map on the right, kind of specifically shows where the classic Mimbres phase was. And you can see that's southwest New Mexico. Most Mimbres villages were near one of two rivers, the Mimbres River or the Gila River. It could be likely that alluvial clay deposited on the banks of the river was used in their pottery. A temper is a non-plastic material added to the clay to prevent shrinkage and cracking during drying and firing of the vessels. Quartz sand or crushed quartz, volcanic rock, and or shard were used. The black paint was made from hematite, which is an iron oxide, and the white slip, which is made of kaolin, is a type of clay abundant in kaolinite, which is a mineral rich in silicon and aluminum. And you can see the hematite's actually red in color. And the top left shows someone kind of grinding it into powder using like a stone. And then the bottom left is kind of like a pail of the alluvial clay, I guess kind of freshly dug up, not not refined yet. And then you have in the bottom right is the kaolinite. Bowls were hand built using the coil method. Bowls are smoothed and shaped using tools like stones and gourds. The gourd would have been kind of like a rubber rib, used while it was wet, and the stones more when it was like dried. Designs include intricate geometric patterns and often featuring animals, birds, fish, jackrabbits, and deer, more abstract human forms. They're painted using a brush made of yucca fibers, and for more intricate work, only a few fibers can be used. And in the bottom right, you can kind of see a yucca reed going from right to left, how it kind of goes from the reed to like more like a brush you could use. Evidence points to open pit firing with wood as fuel due to no archaeological evidence for kilns. Oxygen deprived firing environments are evident due to the hematite appearing black instead of red. A question you could ask is, did they smother the pieces with dirt? It's kind of hard to find anyone who nailed down an exact technique. The image on the right is kind of just for reference to like a modern gas-fired kiln with the left flame showing limited oxygen and producing more carbon monoxide and soot, and over on the right side of the range, from like a more oxygen-rich environment, having typical combustion reaction with water and carbon dioxide output. Many bowls had ceremonial purposes. You can see some have what we call a kill hole in the center that would have been put there during a burial ceremony. Non-burial bowls have wear marks on the insides of the bowl, which shows they were used, not just produced as burial items. Um, you can see they have creatures that combine human and animal features that may reflect beliefs or spiritual practices, such as transformations between human and animal forms. Some geometric patterns may represent natural elements such as water, wind, or mountains. And here's just a comparison to this is before the classic Mimbres, the Mimbres boldface, 750 to 950 AD, and like a transitional period between 950 and 1000 AD. The boldface pottery is the earliest type and focuses on bold geometric designs. That would be the image in the top left, and then you can see the bottom right is kind of a piece from the transitional period. And just one more comparison this time to a different culture, or I guess the Mimbres might actually kind of overlap in this a little bit, but this is Pueblo, and shows 5 different periods of that, just kind of for reference. And just some of the references I used.